Randall got a glimpse of the prettiest feet he'd ever seen on a woman. Her toenails were filed and evenly painted hot pink with a little glitter sparkled. He could tell this woman was a regular at someone's nail shop. Her skin was the color of light caramel. Her hair, dark brown with deep golden highlights, was parted down the middle and flowed past her shoulders. She had brown eyes that would hypnotize any man. Her nose was small and petite, and she had full lips that were lined just right with a touch of shiny bronze gloss. And God curved her body right in all the right places. She was blessed and highly favored with a perfect figure-8 frame. Amaryllis was woman in every sense of the word. As Randall watched her sashay across the floor in those 3.5-inch turquoise heels, he wanted nothing more than to drink her in. Unbeknownst to Amaryllis, she was like a magnet to Randall. He kept watching every move she made like a predator staking out its prey, waiting for just the right moment to pounce. He slowly walked into the shoe store as though in a trance. He knew he was getting closer to her, but he couldn't feel his feet touching the ground. Before Amaryllis knew it, Randall was upon her. "Excuse me," he said. Amaryllis was facing the opposite direction and looking at her feet when she heard his voice and turned around. She exhaled loudly, giving Randall a nasty attitude. "Yes?" He looked into her eyes and forgot what he wanted to say. At that moment, he didn't know his own name, address, or social security number. He stood there dumbfounded. He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came forth. Up close, she was even more beautiful. Randall didn't know this woman, but if she told him to rob a bank and bring her all the money, he'd waste no time in putting on a black ski mask and heading for the nearest bank. Amaryllis stood there watching him ogle at her. Already irritated by his presence, she spoke with much attitude. "What is your problem?" As she spoke, Randall was in awe at the way her lips moved. The dark brown lip liner blended with bronze lip gloss reminded him of a piece of butterscotch candy. He was tempted to lick them. Amaryllis lost patience with him. She turned back around, picked up 3 shoe boxes, and walked to another mirror. Unaware of his surroundings or what he was doing, Randall approached her again. This time, he was less than an inch from her, and she had to step backward to keep him from touching her. Amaryllis was already frustrated because she wanted 3 pairs of shoes but could only afford to buy 2, and she couldn't decide on which 2. She looked at Randall in his eyes and put her hand on her hip. "Who are you, and what do you want?" Randall knew she was irritated and probably felt like he was stalking her. Nervously, he uttered the first thing that came to his mind. "My name is Randall, and I'm not crazy." To Amaryllis, Randall's behavior fit the description of a bona fide psychopath. If a man walked up to a woman and declared that he wasn't crazy, then it usually meant that he was in denial. "Okay, now that I know your name and that you're not crazy, although I think differently, I'll ask the question again. What do you want? Can I be honest?" "You can be gone. How about that?" Amaryllis took off the Stuart Weitzman pumps she was modeling and put them in her box. She then grabbed the other 2 shoe boxes and walked to the cash register. Like a puppy dog on the heels of his master, Randall followed. Already he had rubbed her the wrong way. He couldn't help the fact that she took his breath away. Obviously, this woman didn't know how beautiful she was. You'd think she was used to this kind of attention. The only sales clerk in the store was tending to another customer. Amaryllis stood at the counter trying to decide which 2 of the 3 pairs of shoes she would get. In her peripheral vision, she saw Randall walking toward her. She decided that if the nutcase said one more thing to her, she would let him have it. Her body language told him she didn't